Acts 29 is a diverse global family of church planting churches. Over the past years, we have made great strides in becoming more and more diverse, but there is still so much work to be done. One of our core values is to be a radically diverse and global community. This year, we are going to strengthen and reinforce this value as well as pursuing greater diversity at all levels in what we're calling the Diversity Initiative. Acts 29 has been perceived, especially in the U.S., as a predominantly white, suburban, even hipster church planting movement. And we need to address this. Sadly, we live in a broken world where inequality runs rampant, and the church is not immune from this at all. In my 20 years of urban ministry, I've clearly seen this. The pipelines are simply not there. This means there are unnecessary and often overwhelming obstacles to planting. It means many minority groups are not being reached. It means minorities do not have a voice at the table. It means we are not displaying God's glory in all of its beautiful diversity.
We pull up in impoverished areas, crime-ridden areas, where there aren't many resources. It's very difficult for us to plant the kind of churches that we desire to plant in the cities where we plant them.
To my knowledge, I am the only Indian American lead planter in Acts 29. And so one of the things I'm really excited about is for that to change.
It's a really a gospel thing when you see people who have much, or people who've had a strong voice to be able to speak on behalf of people who don't have a voice or who have had less of a voice.
One of the big things is the notion of us creating contextualized resources to help us deal with the urban folk religions that have developed in the inner city.
This initiative will focus on two things: strengthening and recruiting. I'm going to be coming alongside our existing minority planners and teams to encourage them in their work of church planting. We will also actively seek diversity at a leadership and staff level. By God's grace, the leadership of Acts 29 as a global entity will be at least 50% non-white by the end of the year. We are going to host 2 minority summits to engage, listen to, and envision potential planners from minority groups, strengthening existing connections and building new ones. We will be producing innovative and practical content to support minority planners. We are going to develop coaching relationships to strengthen young existing urban churches, and we are going to launch cohorts to support potential planters through assessment and into church planting. We want to create clear pipelines for planners from minority groups to be identified, developed, supported, and deployed for the glory of God. By God's grace, over the coming years, we will see healthy churches planted and nurtured all over the world in all cultures and contexts, urban and suburban and rural, black and white, rich and poor, African and American, Asian and Australasian, European and South American, churches that proclaim the glory of Christ to a lost world.